Today I have a video for you using this inspiration that I pulled from Instagram. This is a Cropolotic to go. I think that's the way you pronounce it, and if not, I'm so super sorry. I will link below the Instagram page so that you guys can go check it out. They have all of these amazing inspirations there, and when I saw this, I really thought of these photos from a recent trip to Arkansas. And so I thought that I could use that as an inspiration for this particular layout. This layout is really focusing on when I went to Arkansas. It was a small town, and we fly out of two airports here in Orlando. We have two major airports. Major airports being international airports. I know there's lots of different major airports out there, but when I think of major airports, I think about airports that fly internationally. And the Orlando International Airport, which is probably our biggest airport, and then we also have the Sanford Orlando International Airport, and that is a much smaller airport. But I think because we're in the Orlando area, we still have a lot of the amenities that the larger airports have. And when I flew into Arkansas and our plane landed, we got off of the plane without a terminal, which was very different. And the only time that that's ever happened to me before is when I flew to Mexico. And it's almost as if that's kind of expected in Mexico. It's not something that I would expect in the United States, which could totally be me just not being knowledgeable of flights, and that there are more flights out there that actually land on the ground, and you step out and you walk down a panel and walk across the runway and go into the airport. So when I got off, it was nighttime, and I was just in such shock of the way that it was done that I didn't even think about taking pictures. And so when I went to leave, I made sure that I took lots of pictures of just like walking down the hallway, because we were just in what looked like a basement, and you can see that in some of the photos. And then we walked out onto the runway and then up into the plane. So I made sure that I took lots of photos so that I could document that experience, since I had never experienced that before except in Mexico. So that's what I wanted to document in this particular layout. And so I do follow the inspiration pretty closely. I have almost the same amount of photos that the inspiration has. On the left-hand side, I have the two photos there. On the right, I do have the 3 base photos, but I also had 2 additional photos that I wanted to add. So I do add a flip flap to the photo down on the right hand side at the bottom. And it basically, what that flip flap is showing progression walking down that hallway. So I have a really far away photo, and then a closer photo up of the actual door, and then where it actually says the gate number, which is what you would normally see, when you're walking into an airport and getting on a plane. I do pull out the card from my 3x4 pocket cards. I really wanted to add additional yellow pieces to the layout. There is some really dark colors in here with that cream, that really dark cream, the black obviously with the planes, and then that blue, and I felt like the yellow really popped against all of the other colors. And then I also pulled in some reds because I thought that would help pop these darker colors as well. So on that card, I do go ahead and end up doing my journaling towards the end, and you will see that in the close-ups as well. I loved these 2 suitcases that were on the sticker sheet, and I do put one flat and then I put the other one up on fun foam, and I just love the way that makes that cluster there. I looked everywhere to see if I could find my actual ticket to include on this layout, and I don't think that I actually printed out a ticket. Most of the tickets that we have now are on our phones, so we don't actually have paper tickets. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna make a mock ticket. And so I go ahead and pull out my stickers to put the 2 different airport titles on there. and then as well as the flight number, and then I just wrote in the other information that would have normally been on my ticket, which would be my name, my seat number, and the zone, which is how you board the flight. And then I went ahead and put the date at the bottom and one checked bag. So as I am building up that ticket, I definitely want you guys to check out this Instagram page. They have lots of inspiration. They actually sell different types of scrapbooking kits, so if you don't want to put it together, you're more than welcome to purchase those. And I don't have any affiliation with them at all. I just really enjoy some of the layouts that they put up, so I do follow them on Instagram, and when I'm scrolling through Instagram, I like to see all the different layouts that they have. I do post a lot on Instagram. I will post my layouts on Instagram, reminding you guys that I have a new video up. I will also sometimes post different things that, small videos that I may have been doing, or just updates on me if I'm not updating a lot on YouTube, so that you guys can still follow along with me. That is a public page, so you can just go over to Instagram and follow me. You don't have to request the status. On my Facebook page, that is a very private page that I have. I don't have a lot of scrapbooking friends on there, or friends that I've gotten from YouTube, because I love talking to you guys and chatting with you guys, and I don't mind chatting with you via Messenger on Facebook. But a lot of the things that I do post on Facebook are very personal things, so that is a private page, and I don't tend to accept friend requests on there, just simply because I like to have something that is not out and public, and I'm able to post and not have to think about the best way to word it. Sometimes you just need a place to release all of your thoughts on, and that's what I do with my Facebook, and so that's really saved for my friends and family on Facebook. So now that I've done all that rambling, what I decided to do was make my title Small Town Flight, and I couldn't find stickers that would really fit and work well against that cream color with the black frames on it. So I do go ahead and cut out a red tag, and then use these light blue stickers from Basic Gray, super old stickers that kind of match the blue that's in the pattern paper that's on there. So that I used for the word flight, and then I found these block stickers to spell out small town, and I do end up putting something else there. It wasn't until I go back to take the photos for the video, I was like, yeah, I didn't want to do a small time flight. I wanted to do small town flight. So I do end up changing that off camera to match the actual title that I wanted. I do pull in a couple of pieces like the wood veneer potty girl, as well as a camera. And I really like the globe over there on the far left-hand side. That does really mimic what was on the inspiration piece. There was a globe there, as well as the word travel. And I just felt like that area of the inspiration piece was perfect for this layout as well. So that is it for me today. Here's my final layout, as well as some close-ups. If you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you want to see more double page layouts, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because that's all you're going to get on my channel. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.